Hello students, welcome back. And this figure shows the class structure of this C++ we are using. So we have the base class IOS. From the IOS we have the iStream class. From iStream we have FStream class. Okay. The other path is from IOS we have OStream. From OStream we have OFStream. And from iStream and OStream we have IOStream. And from that we have FStream. So IFStream and OFStream are not subclasses of FStream. You can see it here. From iStream we have IOStream. From OStream we have IOStream, and from IOStream we have the FStream. Okay. So this is the class structure we are using: IOStream, iStream, and FStream, etc. We can see it from here. Okay. Now we will see one concept called command line arguments of a main function. Command line arguments of a main function. It means that main function has two syntaxes. One is a main function which does not accept arguments, and the second one is like this: it accepts two arguments. One is integer, other is a character array, two-dimensional array. Okay, so these are two arguments. One is int argc. Argc is a variable. Argc means argument count, or we can store the we will be getting the number of arguments which are passed from command line to this integer, and this array contains the values which we are passing from the command line. So passing values through command line means, this is the syntax: while executing the program we can pass arguments by giving like this. By giving we can pass arguments by giving strings separated by spaces. So here this is the these are two arguments which are passed along with this command line. So while executing from command line we can pass arguments. This is called command line arguments. So in C++, the first argument, or the argument having index 0, will be the program name. Here we are not specifying program name, we are specifying arrow.out. So the first argument will be ./arrow.out, and args of 1, that is the second argument, will be 1, and the ONE1, and the other will be TWO2. Okay, that is the first argument will be, the first argument that is stored in the array will be program name followed by the number of arguments. So this is the this is how we pass arguments. So in this main function, this int variable contains the number of arguments which are passed, and this array contains the arguments which are passed. Okay, we will try to make it clear by just printing cout args of 0 I am printing, then cout args is the array name, args of 1, and cout args of 2. I am going to pass two arguments along with the program name. This file is named as 59a file.cpp. Okay, we will compile g++ 59a file.cpp. Okay, now I am going to execute this ./a.out ONE1 space 2. Okay, you can see it is printed. We have not given the end line. Okay, we will give end line also. End line. Also we will print the number of arguments also. Cout. It is stored in argc. end line. What happened? Okay, so we are printing the arguments and its count. Compile error. Okay. Okay, so the first argument, that is args of 0, is dot slash a dot out. If we have given the file name, then it will be coming. We have not given the file name, so we are using a dot slash a dot out. Then first argument is 1, second argument is 2. That is args of 1 is this, args of 2 is this. Okay, and this 3 is what? This 3 is the number of arguments. This shows the number of arguments that we have given in the args of 2 and args C. So this first parameter contains the number of arguments, and the second character array contains the argument list. So this is passing arguments through command line. So now what I am going to do is that I would like to simulate the copy command of this operating system, that is copying the contents of one file to another. So for that we need one file, then we have to copy that file to another. So I am creating two objects here, ifstream f1 and ofstream f2. So I am going to use two pointers for pointing towards two files. And f1.open, I am opening the file, input file. The file name can be given as test. So we have to create this file before execution. So f1.open test. One file is created. Then f1.open test1. Okay. So if I give like this, it means that I will be copying the file test to test1. Okay, I am going to copy the contents of file test to test1. Now what I need to implement is that I will be passing the names through command line. So I am replacing this test with args of 1. So I will be passing the name of the file which has to be copied through the as the argument through the command line. So this is args of 2. So I am making use of two arguments. The first argument is the source file name, and the other argument is the destination file name. So I have opened the first file in input mode. I have opened the second file in output mode. Okay, now what we have to do is to copy it one by one or character by character. So for that I am using while loop, while f1 ഉള്ളത് വരെ till f1 exist അല്ലെങ്കിൽ f1 dot end of file not equal to true ആകുന്ന വരെ. Okay, so while f1, what we have to do, while f1 we have to read the character f1 dot get the first character to the variable a. So we have defined the variable a, so it is character a. So read the variable to the bracket is corrected. f1 dot get a means read the first character to variable a. Then write f2 is the put pointer. We have to give f2 here. f2 is the put pointer. So f2 dot put a. So we have to read the first character from f1, then write it to f2 and continue it till end of file. After that close the files. f1 dot close. f2 dot close. It is very simple. ARGS of 0 is the program name, ARGS of 1 is the second argument I am going to give, that is the source file name. ARGS of 2 is the third argument I am going to give, that is the destination file name. Then I have opened the files using these as the inputs, and then I have read each character and wrote that to the corresponding output file. Okay. So we will try to execute. So we will be executing like this: ./a.out space source name space destination space. Okay. So ./a.out space ./a.out ./a.out space source file name can be anything. Source file name I am giving as test to test1. Okay. So the necessity is that we need a source file name called test now. Okay. So we have to create it either using gedit or by using some other method. Okay. So first I will compile the file g++59a.cp. Okay, file is correct. Now I want to create the source file. So I am creating it using Linux. So cat greater than symbol test. This is the test file. This is second line. Thank you. Okay, so this much lines I have typed. Then Control D is for saving the file, and we can check whether it is okay by cat file name. So the test file contains 3 lines. Okay. Now I want to copy this ./a.out space file name is test. The test has to be copied to T1. Okay. So this is execution. So the contents of test is read by one by one and is returned to T1. Cat test I am checking the source file, then cat T1 checking the destination file, both are same. So this is reading a file one by one, character by character, and writing to a new file. So this is the concept of this command line arguments. The arguments which I pass through the command line like this, which one is that, like this ./a.out space test space T1. The ./a.out is obtained in ARGS of 0. We are not making use of it. Then then ARGS of 1, that is test, it is obtained here. Then the second argument is obtained here. So by using the first argument we are opening the input file. By using the second argument we are opening the output file. Then from the input file we are reading character by character and writing it to the output file. This is continued till the file exists, or we can give f1 dot end of file not is equal to 1. And also we can with a condition like that, f1 dot end of file not equal to 1 അങ്ങനെ കൊടുത്താലും work ചെയ്യും, or by simple means we can use while f1, and after operations we are closing the file. So this is the program which demonstrates command line arguments as well as file copying using get and put. Okay, thank you.